Well, we all knew this would happen eventually. WrestleMania 43 is set to take place in Saudi Arabia. Earlier today, a press release was issued that WrestleMania 43 will be in Saudi Arabia. Now, that press release and post have been taken down. Apparently, they were dropped a little too early. Somebody had the schedule wrong, but the news is out. The reports is that the story is 100% legitimate and the announcement is expected very, very soon here. Oh my gosh, it actually happened. This is going to be the first WrestleMania taking place outside of North America. And we thought maybe London would be the first place because London has an incredible crowd, but nope, it's going to Saudi. This is a massive deal for so many reasons, but this will be the first WrestleMania without a budget. Do you understand what that means? That means anybody and everybody can come back for this WrestleMania. Any match could happen, anything could happen. Money is not an object. We've seen that before with Crown Jewel, with Super Showdown, with the Greatest Royal Rumble. They've brought wrestlers out of retirement. We've had dream matches that we never expected to happen, some of which should have never happened, aka DX versus the Brothers of Destruction, aka Undertaker versus Goldberg. The list goes on. Now it's happening at the grandest stage of them all, at WrestleMania in 2027, at WrestleMania 43. Oh my gosh. Saudi Arabia are aiming to present the most star-studded show ever with WrestleMania 43, and they're working hard to bring a number of top WWE stars out of retirement. The presumption is The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels will all be contacted. Now, they're just gonna contact them and say, hey, if we throw you a couple mil, will you do this match? Will you do this? Whatever the heck they have planned for them. There's no guarantee they'll say yes, but it is definitely a possibility. And at the end of the day, I know people have their word, but money talks. When you're thrown millions of dollars to do a match, it's hard to say no. Now, there's no guarantee that that will be the only WrestleMania of the year. There's conflicting reports that it will be, or that there's still going to be a WrestleMania in America during 2027's run. Are they going to have a part 1 and part 2? I don't know. That could get a little bit messy. I would rather them just have the WrestleMania in Saudi and call it there, but this is insane news. There's another section here that talks about the dream matches and unlimited money they have, and they have matches that they want to see happen. They are big wrestling fans and they love dream matches. They want to see them, and they got the money to make anything happen. So in this video, we're going to talk about potential dream matches we might see at WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia. And trust me, this list, these matches are just insane to say out loud. These are dream matches we could see at WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia. CM Punk versus Stone Cold. Shawn Michaels versus Seth Rollins. Batista versus Brock Lesnar. Kurt Angle versus John Cena. Cody Rhodes versus The Rock. Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles. Kane versus The Undertaker. The Rock versus Roman Reigns. The Undertaker versus Gunther. John Cena versus The Rock. Roman Reigns versus John Cena. CM Punk versus Shawn Michaels. Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar. The Undertaker versus Braun Breaker. Stone Cold versus The Rock. John Cena versus Gunther. Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. AJ Styles versus John Cena. CM Punk versus The Rock. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Gunther. Brock Lesnar versus Braun Breaker. Stone Cold versus Logan Paul. The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. John Cena versus Batista. Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. Gunther versus Brock Lesnar. Seth Rollins versus The Rock. Those are all real possibilities. We can laugh all we want, but money talks at the end of the day. You gotta remember, if they do WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, it's gotta be the biggest one of all time. They have all the money in the world. They can literally do whatever they want. Apparently, the announcement is gonna come out very soon here, especially with it being leaked and going all over the news today. I can't expect this to be a secret for much longer. WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia. Let me know in the comments down below if there were any other dream matches that I missed. This is all extremely controversial, but it might just be a reality. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. I'll let you guys know if there's any more news about it.